This is One-on-One. Dr. Bette Simmons, Vice President of Student Development and Enrollment Management at County College of Morris. Good to see you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Let's do this. We've talked a lot about higher ed with different guests, but you talk a lot about the complete college experience being so important. What does that mean?
It really means making sure that the student has an opportunity to take what they learn in the classroom and deliver that outside the classroom through their involvement through a student leadership program, through campus activities, performing arts, athletics, making sure that they get a full college experience in every single way.
Where does that fall short for so many of us who are parents and want that for our children? Where do they miss it? Say you want to get a head start, but you don't want to micromanage and be one of those helicopter parents hovering over you, the kid. It's not a kid, an adult. How do you avoid that but make sure it happens?
Well, you know, we talk to the parents about how we all have to be partners in the student's experience. And so we don't want to shut the parents out, even though there are those who hover and probably hover a little bit more than we would like them to. But making sure that they take participation outside the college so that they're still involved, but then giving the student the opportunity to really develop his or her skills and let us work with them to develop those skills and trust that we're going to help them become really productive citizens for the future. And so whether that is having them participate in our clubs or organizations and our leadership role, let them just be college students even at the community college level.
Talk about your institution itself. Very diverse population?
Well, a bit diverse, yeah. You know, County College of Morris is reflective of Morris County, so we're predominantly white, but we do have probably about 12% of our population is Latino, 4% is African American.
But age-wise?
Age-wise, we're very traditional right now. You can get there, and we have a student who is 10 years old, and our oldest student is 92 years old.
That's what I mean by diverse.
Very diverse, very diverse, and the 10-year-old is a delight to work with.
Is that right?
Yes, he's great. He tutors in calculus.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's great.
And by the way, the thing I'm curious about is you've been at County College of Morris for, is the misprint, how many years?
33.
33 years.
33 years. I started there 33 years ago, and I've had multiple responsibilities along the way.
But the level of passion and enthusiasm that you have for your work, we've talked to Dr. Ed.D, your president,
yes.
Who's been an important player in your career,
Very
right?
much so, very much so.
How do you keep the passion, enthusiasm, and commitment to these students?
It's realizing where many of the students come from. In so many cases, these are students who have been told, you will not be a college student. And when we work with those students to get them to be good students academically, and then have them participate in our campus leadership program, and then see them graduate and move on to their four-year institutions, we know that we help them along the way. It just gives me joy. And it's what keeps me looking as young as I do, too, I think. I think. But it's just wonderful to work with folks who are so committed to the education of a student and not just pushing the student through the educational experience. And that's what we do at CC.
Biggest misconceptions out there about community/county colleges would be?
That we're the 13th grade of high school, and we're not. We like to say that we're the first year of your college education experience, and we're going to treat you that way. And when you walk into that classroom, it's not like being in high school, it's like being in college. And at County College of Morris, it's also about being the complete college. And Dr. Yall likes to say that we have everything that a four-year school does except the dorms. And I like to remind him, we have students who sleep in the lounge, so I think we have dormitories as well. We have a college experience for the student, and it's a very serious academic experience for our students.
The economics, difficult?
Not too. We're very economical. When you figure that it costs our students probably about $4,000 for the whole year, $4,000 from soup to nuts, whereas if they went on to a four-year school in the state of New Jersey or private school elsewhere, they're going to pay $30,000, $40,000. So the first 2 years, it's a wonderful economic decision for the student. They can save some money, and then they could eventually transfer to the school of their choice no matter where it is. And you know, I'm proud to say that right now we've got students who are transferring to Cornell, to Dartmouth, to Brown, to Stanford. They're saving money at the front end so that they can have the money to spend at the college of their choice on the back end.
Talk to me real quickly before we finish up the award you won, the Pillar of Profession. What is that about?
There's a National Association of Student Personnel Administrators, folks who do what I do on a daily basis, and I was nominated by my colleagues around the country to be a pillar of the profession, that I've really given back to the profession, to strengthen the profession, and to be very focused and committed to the students that I work with at the community college. And some folks spent some money in support of my nomination, and so I was nominated 2 years ago as a pillar of the profession, one of, I think, only 11 in the country at that time. I'm very proud of that because I've spent my whole life in this profession, so it's nice to give back.
So interesting in the time we have left. I'm curious, not only are you passionate about what you do, you love what you do, you get personal satisfaction, not just professional satisfaction.
Yes.
You get personal satisfaction,
Yes.
don't you?
I do. I do. I wake up every day, I'm excited about coming to work. And I would imagine that after 33 years, some people would just kind of be struggling to get up to go to work. But it gives me personal joy to work with the students. I have to work with a student every single day. Every day I have to meet with a student, even though I'm at an administrative level. And as I said before, to see them move through the spectrum of their life, deal with the obstacles that they have to deal with, and see them succeeding and gain their goal. That's a professional accomplishment for me as well as a personal achievement, to see my students achieve what they're starting out to do.
You just call them my students.
My students. They're my students.
Well, on behalf of all of us in public television, I thank you for what you're doing, Dr. Bette Simmons at Kennedy College of Morris.
Thank you very much.
I just hope we can keep it up for another 33 years.
I'll give it my best.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Wells Fargo, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the New Jersey Education Association, New Jersey Council of County Colleges, New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, PSE&G, and by Verizon Communications. Promotional support provided by the Star Ledger and NJ.com, and by the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine. One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been produced in partnership with St. Joseph's Healthcare System.